Imagine a single moment, a flicker of thought in an ordinary mind, seemingly harmless, insignificant. But what if that split second choice unraveled destinies, altered the lives of millions? Today's tale begins with exactly that kind of moment, a quiet spark in the shadows of desperation. But before we dive in, if you're drawn to the strange, the emotional, and the extraordinary, told through real, spine tingling stories, then you found the right channel. We craft these stories weekly. Do us a favor, creep into the like button's basement, swap their coffee grounds with instant decaf, then vanish. And if you dare miss our next descent, hit subscribe. Ring that bell. Now, let's begin. Seoul, 2009. Rain slicks neon across midnight alleyways. Inside a cramped manga café haven, where tired souls trade coins for borrowed worlds. 38. A man hunches in a plastic booth. Name unknown. Future evaporating. These dens aren't just cafes. They're libraries of escape. Walls stacked with inked fantasies. Manga. Paper lifelines. He doesn't order tea. Doesn't buy ramen. Coins clink too loud in empty pockets. Instead, he beelines for a dog-eared volume. His volume. Worn spine, blood-splattered art. A series called Battle Royale. Critics sneered. Too grotesque, they hissed. Cartoon carnage. But to him, it was a mirror, a screaming glorious release. Because outside these pages, his reality was collapsing. Dreams of directing films? Crushed. Scripts rejected. Soul's entertainment jungle spat him out again. He couch-surfed between his grandmother's sighs and his mother's silent worry. 3 generations drowning in debt. His laptop, the engine of his ambitions, pawned for rent money. Loan sharks circled. Each day, a suffocating knot of shame. So he fled, not out the door, into the panels, into a story where children fought like gladiators, where desperation had fangs. His eyes raced across familiar scenes, 20th time reading it. Then, lightning. What if this savage tale merged with his? Not just violence, the raw ache beneath it. The things hollow bellies make you do. The deals you'd strike with the devil for rent money. He knew that ache. Breath quickening. He shoved the comic aside, scrabbled for pen, napkins, anything. Words bled onto paper. Not just an idea, an exorcism. Hours bled away. Cafe lights dimmed. Patrons left. Still, he wrote. Worlds birthed in ballpoint. Games. Brutal, childish games. Winners paid in blood money. Losers paid in blood. By closing time, his hands trembled. Not from exhaustion, from certainty. This was the grenade to blast open his prison. Months later, pitch meetings. Sweaty palms clutching a script. Genius, he thought. Raw, real. It wasn't just a story anymore. It was his story, wrapped in fiction. The manga was no longer a fantasy escape, it was a blueprint. Studio executives recoiled. Madness, they spat. Who watches poverty porn crossed with a slaughterhouse? Doors slammed. 10 years. 10 years of no. Too vicious. Unmarketable. Hope curdled, but didn't die. He kept knocking, kept believing, because he'd been those characters. Knew their terror, their hunger. In 2019, a call, a studio's gamble. We'll take it. A production company took a chance. They read the script and saw not just the blood and violence, but the heart, the truth, the reality hiding beneath the fiction. They greenlit it. 2 years later, in 2021, the show premiered on Netflix. When the story hit screens, the world snapped awake. Overnight, it blazed across continents. Memes, cosplay, water cooler panic. That script born in a manga cafe's gloom raked in 900 million, scooped Emmys, and the man, Hwang Dong-hyuk, finally freed. See, Battle Royale gave him the arena. But his life, the crushing weight of debt, the taste of worthlessness, gave it teeth. He twisted children's games into survival trials, made pastel horrors where players murdered for cash, because he knew the truth. Desperation isn't fiction, it's the shadow in every city. The ghost that whispers, "How much is your life worth?" And Hwang, he answered. With ink, with rage, with a napkin manifesto in a lonely cafe booth that echoed across the globe. He won awards, he changed television, he inspired millions. And the show he created, the one you've definitely heard of, was called Squid Game. Sometimes, the most unbelievable stories begin in the quietest corners. A cafe booth, a torn notebook, a man who refused to let go. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, creeped you out, or made you see the world a little differently, go ahead and whisper your secrets into the comment box, then vanish mysteriously. And don't forget to like and share, it helps us reach more curious minds like yours. Curious where the next shadow falls? We're watching, always watching. Tap that subscribe button. And remember, sometimes the smallest spark ignites the strangest fires. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe.